guys, welcome to Moonborn Season 2, which technically starts and still in Season 1 because I forgot to do the bonus episode last time, but that's fine. We're totally fine. We're totally fine. Okay, so it says Max introduces Mia to the rest of the wolf pack and tries in every way possible to distract the girl from her problems. He almost succeeds at this. Okay, so let's play. So we're going to be doing the bonus episode, episode 1 of Season 2 and episode 2 of Season 2. So another packed episode. So hopefully I can get this all done. Who knows? Okay, here we go. Chapter 10, the pack. There were 6 vampires, but Max didn't look frightened. What makes you think that I'm interested in talking to you? Is the owner of this house here? What do you need, bloodsucker? I would not want to repeat myself. Call the elder. I will immediately explain everything to him. Wait, he will come soon. Howard nodded and looked around. Mia hid behind the curtains. I hope he didn't notice me. Well settled, beautiful home. How's the hunt here? Go to hell. One of the vampires grinned, stepping towards Max. The werewolf turned towards Howard. Tell your goblins to stand still. Otherwise, I will bite off their legs, and I will time how long it takes for a vampire to grow new ones. The grinning vampire snarled softly. Max turned towards him. And you, Cheeky, go hide yourself in the car or become a visual aid for your cool friends. Howard raised his hands. Easy, Wolf. We're not looking for fights. The vampire nodded to his friend. Get in the car. The leader of the pack came out of the shadows. What do you need here? Are you in charge? Yes. We wanted to invite you to leave this place. You live too close to the city, our city. There was a contract. Yes. The prince is not about to start a conflict with you. However, he is not the only influential vampire in town. Your hierarchy doesn't interest me. There are those who do not want to have such neighbors. Okay? They'll have to be patient, or leave with themselves. Sooner or later, something bad might happen. It will be especially unpleasant if pups are hurt. Was he the one who ordered... I didn't think about that, but is he the one who ordered, little boy, what was his name, Sean? Is he the one who ordered that? Bastard, I'll tear you to pieces. Max stepped towards the vampire, but Ralph grabbed his brother by the shoulder. Don't. Think about it. The vampires got into the cars and drove away. Mia went outside. Max was furious. If they come again, I will kill them. Max, we shouldn't start a fight, you know. I know, but this creature threatened me in my own territory. The wolves noticed the girl. I'll go inside. Max, do you have problems? Never mind. Don't you have enough of your own? Mia followed Ralph with her eyes. You were going to talk to him about punishing Sean? Tomorrow. That's what. Do you like evening walks? It's late. Yeah, let's go. And that's the correct answer. I hope we will not meet wild boars and bears. Shouldn't. Goodness. I really wonder if he was the one who ordered the hit out on Sean. That would be fucked up. I mean, it's like a fucking kid. Anyway. The coolness of the night and the fresh, sweet pine air-scented air was perfect for the walk. I'm not reading. Anyway, Max walked with his hands in his pockets. Periodically, he kicked some branches or pebbles. I don't feel that it's worth asking about the troubles of the pack. You don't give a damn about the fact that I'm a vampire or something else. Oh, that was a question. I don't know where they're. Well, basically, yes. Of course, it excites me more than the migration of elephants, but not that much. What do you want to hear? You're normal. Yes, a normal girl. Correct. Pretty. You have your own issues. Who doesn't? You've learned about vampires and werewolves. Big deal. People were also surprised when they discovered electricity. Max, I was the first one not to turn into a vampire after being bitten. I don't want to deprive you of confidence in your exclusivity, but you might not be the first. Maybe there were people just like you before, but there is little information about them. Who knows? Don't lie to yourself. The girl sighed. I don't know what to do. Burn. What do you mean? Exactly what I said. In life. Everything is so simple with you. Yes. Everything except shedding. Are you shedding? In spring. Because of annoying girls. Oh, don't be scared, girl. Everything will be fine. Max? What? You're just awful. That's because you That's because you haven't had sex with me. Do you want to relax? How do you feel about no strings attached relationships? Have you lost your mind completely, horn dog? I don't agree with the first statement. The part about dog is true though. It would be better for me to be what exactly? Max pouted his lips and walked, swaying his hips. Do you like boys like that better? It was a compliment, actually. Like, you're cool, and I would. That's it. Enough walking. Let's go back. The wolf unexpectedly became very serious. Mia, don't strain yourself. I'm just kidding. At least you smiled. Otherwise, you look like a girl from a funeral home advertisement. Do they have ads? Mia chatted a lot with the werewolf about all kinds of trivial things. But I'm kind of cold. Let me turn on my heater on. Hold on. The walk through the night forest was not a bit scary. Max constantly chatted with Mia, got easily distracted with him. Her problems did not disappear, but for some reason, they began to seem solvable. I like his room a lot. I like those wooden beams in the ceiling. Anyway, Mia woke up in the morning. She focused on what she felt. Nothing new, it seems. Well, I guess Rolf is right. I am not a vampire. Am I human? The girl sighed. Of course, a human. Just with quick regeneration. Anyway, my neck is in perfect order. Mia grinned, muttering ironically. It gives me hope that I won't have wrinkles as I grow old. You ever look at a word and suddenly it looks different than how you would normally pronounce it? Like when you're trying to read it out loud, suddenly it's different than reading it quickly in your head. I will stay beautiful and young. The girl got out of bed and took out her phone. I should call Trisha so that she doesn't worry. Ask how she's doing. How's Moonbeam doing? Mia, where have you disappeared to again? I met someone here. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm warning you. Better let go of my friend Mia, a quiet, modest girl. What have you done to her? You're the one to talk. Are you in the dorm? Yes. By the way, I fed your cat. Thank you. By the way, I didn't say he is now mine forever. He has a name, Moonbeam. Good. I like it. He misses you here. You're just feeding him too little. I won't be coming soon. Is that okay? Okay. Have fun. See ya. Bye. Trisha is just total go with the flow. That is so freaking cool. Anyway, the call ended. Now I need to find Max. Mia made herself pretty and left the room. Oh, hi. Good morning. Max said you put in a good word for me? Thank you. Where can I get breakfast around here? I'll bring it now. Sean went to the kitchen and came back with a large tray. What do you want? Wow, so many things. Yogurt. Sandwiches. Meat. I'm gonna go with the sandwiches. That's what I want right now. Sandwiches look delicious. Do you cook? Why do you ask? I wonder if you are a good hostess. I think maybe I should hit on you. Sean, stop it. I'll teach you to flirt with girls later. Hi, Mia. Hi, expert in flirting. Your irony is completely misplaced. It's about animal magnetism. Sean, bad news for you. Uncle John is calling everyone on the hunt, and you're staying at home, grounded. Damn. When will you go? In the evening, I guess. In the meantime, Mia, you need to deal with your abilities. Here, take this if you have to change. Max sent the girl a bag. You shouldn't have. Let me decide what's needed and what's not. I'll be waiting for you outside. Okay, changing into more clothes. Mia returned to the bedroom and unpacked the clothes. Let's see what we got. That's cute. I would say I usually went with this. What? Or we could do a light tracksuit. That's also cute. I think I kind of still like this one. Like, if we're, like, doing something fitness related, I mean, like, that's cute and everything, but, like, would you... Seems more like yoga class than... I don't know what we're doing. I feel like I'd just be better ready for everything in this one, but I like this. I like this, though. I'm kind of feeling this one this time. I don't... Okay. Okay, give me 5 seconds to decide. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I've decided. That's it. The color is cool. Soft pants. Well, let's go. Okay. I don't know. I like it this time. I'm just gonna go with it. So, as you should have understood yourself, you have strength. Physical and mental. You use the first in the fight. Is that clear? Yeah. Great. Mental strength allows vampires to hypnotize people, feel other people's emotions, hear sounds at a great distance. Questions? No, I think I got it. Great. That makes sense. So, what do I have to do? Attack me. Mia nodded uncertainly. Okay. We're going more like mental, so there's like what, moon power and blood power, and we're going with more moon power, so we're gonna do concentrate and hypnotize. Lie down. Mia leaned forward, staring at Max. Not feeling it. So you can't even get a lover down like that. He'll think that you have some kind of attack. Get it together. I don't know how vampires do it. Look inside yourself or something. I believe in you. Try it. The girl tried, then again, and twice more, with no result. Let's try it on Sean. I'll observe you from afar. Are you sure? He's still a child. First, this child killed a boar that is 3 times heavier than you. Second, it will do him good to feel the abilities of vampires. Third, do not measure wolves by human standards. How else will he learn? Max called his nephew and then asked Mia. Do you want to rest for 10 minutes? No, I'm going to continue. But I do want a screenshot, so hold up. Okay, got it. Let's see. Get rid of that. Sure? I'm sure. Come on. Attack, otherwise a terrible werewolf will eat you. Scary, but small. He won't eat you, but he will bite. That's it. Look into his eyes and crush Sean's well. Mia imagined stretching out her hand and closing Sean's eyes. You can't see. Damn it. Did it work? Hold on, I want that picture. Sean blinked, rubbing his eyes. The girl, concentrating and mentally told the cub to stand still. He froze in an uncomfortable position, like a mannequin. Then the werewolf fell to the side. Wow. Sorry. Listen, you did well. Sean rose and blinked a couple of times. I didn't even expect that. Cool. You think? Of course. I began to see as if through a fog, and then I was completely paralyzed. Just for a couple of seconds, but it's fine. He's adorable. I'm sorry, I want more pictures. I know. I know. Okay. Great. Only my head aches. Mia grimaced because of the headache. Don't worry, it'll pass. Mia, I still see fog before my eyes. Maybe it's your beauty that blinded me? Oh my god! Oh, I'm sorry. Now, how do I do this? The girl tried to relax and mentally open the little wolf's eyes. Yes, that's better. Thanks. Mia's head immediately stopped hurting. In fact, her head felt light and empty somehow. The girl realized that she was lying on her back. Both werewolves were leaning over her. What's wrong with you? Hey! Just don't say that's because of me. Mia felt Sean's concern and also Max's sympathy. It seemed to her that a little more, and she would understand the nature of the sympathy in more detail. Was it friendly or of romantic nature? But everything returned to normal. Gradually, Mia recovered and sat up. Let's get you up. I'm fine. Sean, how are your eyes? Did you recover? Yes. Max, I did it. More than that. How do you feel? That would be pretty cool. But I also would like to know who I am. Convenient, of course, but I'd like to know who I am. Yeah. I mean, as cool as it would be, it's a very strange thing to happen all of a sudden to you. Like, this is a lot to take in, you know what I mean? So, who are we? Where do we come from? Where are we here? Stop it. Max, there are vampires, werewolves, people, and me, separately. It confuses me. Stop sheltering your innocence. Well, you're special, so what? I always thought that's what girls dream about. This is really cool. There is you and everyone else. Thanks for the support and positive attitude. Listen to me and don't complicate your own life. And you will be happy. Ask Sean. Uncle Max will not give bad advice. Sure. Oh, you. Okay, we're done with that with the workout. That's enough for a start. Thanks for the lesson. I'll go inside. Don't be a stranger. Mia wondered if she had stayed with the werewolves for too long. Maybe it will be worth returning to the city, but who knows? How will my transformation manifest itself? It's better to stay here for another day or two. A few minutes later, Mia returned from the shower to her room. Almost immediately, someone knocked at the door. Open it. Max entered the room and began to fuss in the closet. What are you standing there for? Get ready. For what? To go fishing. Sure, yeah. I only went fishing once. It was pretty fun. I actually went camping at the same time. That wasn't much fun. It was cold. We chose to go at a bad time. Anyway, it was freaking cold. But the fishing was really fun. Yeah. Did I catch something? I don't remember. Anyway, I appreciate the enthusiasm. Then you dig up the worms. Me looked at the werewolf with horror. Just kidding. We will catch a predator with the minnow. I'm waiting for you. Don't take too long. Max took a bag out of the closet and went out. The werewolf had a backpack and was armed with a bucket and a rod. It was a long walk. Almost there. As soon as they came to the shore, Max gave Mia the tackle. Mia looked at the lure with interest. Will you throw it yourself? Not sure. The werewolf moved behind Mia, leaning against her. He put her hands on the reel and swung lightly. That's it. Do you understand? It seems so. And this is interesting? Try it. Mia found fishing to be a tedious task. The werewolf wasn't very funny either. He described the lack of catch briefly but roughly. It's useless to argue with Max. I just have to wait until he gets bored. Suddenly, Mia felt the fishing line stretch. The girl immediately got excited. Max, a bite! Yes, I see. Don't rush. Pull it smoothly or we'll get away. Mia coped poorly. The werewolf grabbed the rod and soon a big fish was lying on the shore. Well done. Shall we go cook it? The girl was glad for her catch, but happy to know that fishing was over. Oh, it's a cute little kitchen. I like it. When they returned, Max pulled Mia into the kitchen. The wolf seemed to feel confident among the pots and pans. Do you like to cook? My relatives like when I cook. Why? It's rare for a man. Really? Stop talking to insecure teenagers. I think every man can cook at least a dozen dishes. Everyone? A dozen? Isn't that too much? Think about it. Boiled eggs, fried eggs, toast with cheese, toast with ham. Alright, I get it. Just kidding, of course. A man must know how to cook meat and fish. Max began to gut the catch deftly when suddenly something fell on the floor. With 2 fingers, Mia carefully picked up an item covered in fish blood. Oh, a little ring. The girl handed the ring to the werewolf. Are you proposing? Stop fooling around, Max. Can you be serious for an entire day? Of course, on Fridays. To hell with you. Mia put the ring under the faucet. There's an engraving on the inside. CK and MK, together forever. Engagement ring? Looks like it, and judging by the size, it belonged to a female. Maybe we should look for the owner. Can you imagine how long a ring could have been in the river? You won't find anyone. Let's try. I went fishing with you, didn't I? There are initials. What if this couple lives nearby? What if they died nearby 100 years ago? Max, I'm about to start howling in the forest. That's funny. Oh, that's not what I meant. You won't leave it alone, will you? Tomorrow morning we'll drive around and ask. Thank you. Don't mention it. Pass the pepper. By evening, Max cooked a very tasty dinner. At the common table, Mia met the rest of the pack. Uh-oh. Meeting the fams. Mia, we finally meet. I'm Helen, Sean's mother. Cute. Good evening. Max must have you completely exhausted from walking in the woods. She likes it, right, Mia? This is Audrey. Hi. She looks chipper. And this is Uncle John. He likes being called that. I'm the only one who does not call him that. Wait, this isn't Uncle John. That's Conrad. That's Uncle John. He looks familiar. Right? Like, did we already see when the first werewolves and vampires met? He looks like that vampire that came downstairs. Ah. Hello, Mia. Nice to meet you. I thought Sean's rescuer would be bigger. All the werewolves, except for Sean, smiled. Yes, it turns out my nephew needs the help of a fragile girl. Mia waited for Helen as a mother to intercede for the Wolf Club. However, she laughed at her song along with everyone else. I see. Punishment's begun. Will you mock me now? Watch your tongue, Sean. Max, did you teach him to be a smart mouth? He has nothing to do with it. Did you hear that, brother? Mia taught your son to stand up for others. The wolves giggled again. However, despite the apparent merriment, Mia kept catching the wolves' sidelong glances directed at her. They were on guard. They trust me. I saved Sean. And yet I'm almost a vampire to them, which makes me almost an enemy. Perhaps only Max and Sean are absolutely sincere in their kindness. That's difficult. After dinner, Uncle John made an announcement. I propose we go hunting. I'd rather stay home. Take Mia with you. She should be interested. Hunting at night? We see well in the dark. Mia, you need to get used to your new self. Hunting is a great way to do it. How chic. I'll hunt with a vampire. Mia isn't a vampire. Audrey, don't pick on her. It's just a joke. I'll look after Mia. And Sean stays at home. Damn. Maybe we should take him with us. He needs practice. Yes, I don't mind. Ralph? Sean, get ready. You will wash dishes upon your return. Woohoo! Hooray! Thanks. Don't thank me, but those who asked for you. Mia whispered to Max. I don't know what to do. Come on, I'll tell you everything. Okay. This will be interesting. We're divided into 2 groups, each flanking towards the other. Flanking who? John suggested hunting hares today. You can't catch a lot of them alone. They scatter in different directions. So what about me? You chase hares towards the second group, or you wait until the others chase them towards you. Then adapt to the situation. Do you have home entertainment? I guess it's just a werewolf thing, but like seriously, this is what y'all guys do. Do werewolves relax in a more civilized manner? Peacefully? Lotto, video games, poker? Of course, in spring when it's not hunting season. We sit at home quietly and play chess. You're laughing again. The werewolves begin to split off into groups. I'm on ambush, if I may. John nodded. For some reason, that's exactly what I thought. I don't know if I like her. Anyway, Max, you usually chase, don't you? Not today. Audrey, can you do it? You can stay at home. Wash dishes while the wolves hunt their food. Helen joined Mia and then Max. Ralph, John, Audrey, and of course Sean signed up for the chase. Well, shall we go? To the far creek. Oh, that was a question. Yes. Okay. The group split up at home. Three of them came out to the creek. There, Helen turned to the left. I will stay here and you go to the right. Don't worry, the hares will run mostly towards me. Max, I feel sorry for them. I mean, the hares. Mia, it might very well be possible that you need fresh blood now. And we'll better test your instincts and your ability to control them. You're right. Should I go there? Yes, stand behind those trees. Wait a while. Okay. Mia moved in position. Soon something rustling was heard from where Max was. It was the prey running towards the wolves. And what if I don't see a single one? As soon as the girl thought about the hares, one of them dashed through the bushes. It moved towards Mia with long jumps. And how am I to catch it? The long-eared creature saw the ambush and darted to the side. The girl made the decision instantly. Hypnosis. Mia mentally ordered the hare to stop, and the animal froze. As if asleep, it was slowly moving its head. The girl slowly approached and stretched out her hand. Oh, I got one. Max is right, of course. It is possible that the vampire turned me into your predator. But nobody has taken away my will yet. I myself decide who I am. I'm gonna let it go. I don't know. I don't like the idea. I have no killer instincts. The girl put the animal on the ground. The next second, the animal ran away. I am a human. When Mia approached, Max was getting dressed. Whew. Okay, Google, stop. Oh, I need to be going soon. Hold on. How are you? Fine. Did you see me as a wolf? I hope I didn't scare you. No, but I hardly get scared. Oh my gosh, I can't. I can't. God, little Lord. Anyway, how was the hunt? Didn't catch anything? I did. Where's the prey? I let it go. I see. So you have no thirst for killing. That's why I dragged you along. Now you know that you can control yourself. Yeah, I feel pretty good about my choice. Max got dressed and collected his hairs. Well, come on. Okay. In the morning after breakfast, Max came to Mia. Ready? To look for the owner of the ring? Of course. Then let's go. 1 second. It turned out that many people nearby knew Max. People tried to recall a married couple with matching initials, but with no result. Finally, Mia and Max stopped by for the lunch at a roadside cafe. Max, why does everyone know you? I mean, it's probably just like a small community. Sucks, what else is here? Well, apart from the forest, the river, and several farms. You saw our shop? The grocery market is nearby. Upstream, there is an old fishing house with a dock, but this is pretty far away. Any car mechanics? Why? The car seems to be fun. I was recently in the woods in a reliable car. In the woods in a reliable car. Oh! She's talking about Simon. god, yeah, that was messed up. Because of a breakdown, I had to spend the night by the fire. Had fun? So-so. Didn't like it at all. There was the thunderstorm. So, what's the story? The girls told the story, paying particular attention to the mosquitoes and wet clothes. Mia's adventures obviously amused Max. By and large, it was not the best trip. She looked at the guy at the cafe counter. Maybe he knows something. I'll go try my luck. Go for it. Hello, mister. He only nodded silently. Could you please help me out? I'm looking for a married couple. Their initials are CK and MK. The guy didn't even give it a thought. Nah, I don't know. It's really important. Instead of answering, he turned away. Mia returned to the werewolf. That was fucking rude. What the hell? Max, I need money. Taking out his wallet, the wolf smiled. I thought it only starts after the wedding. That is kind of crazy. Like, I mean, yeah, we're staying at his house, and, you know, he kind of saved our life. But that's just so weird. Like, don't just go up to people and be like, oh, yeah, I need money. Like, you're not that kind of friends yet. Like, you don't really even know him, though. Well, Mia. Anyway, I thought it starts after the wedding. Well, at least after the third time. I have a card and no cash. Taking out 2 bills, the girl returned to the counter. The guy was bored, wiping a glass. Let's start from the beginning. Mia put $5 in front of her. The cafe worker noticeably came to life, vanishing the money with emotion like a magician. A smile appeared on his face. What a jerk. You'll get more if you remember something about those I'm looking for. The guy stretched his head, wrinkling his forehead. Wait. He went somewhere deep into the back room and returned in a couple of minutes. I asked around. The old man, C.J. Keller, dealt with boats. No one has seen his wife married for a long time. They say she died already. Oh. Address? Well, I guess that Keller lives at the boathouse. The girl put the second bill on the counter. Thank you. Bye. And who will pay the bill? Mia shrugged. I have no more money. The guy swore but fell silent when he saw Max approaching. Why is it taking so long? I'm already done. Only, I don't know if we should go. What is it? Mr. Keller is a widower. I do not want to hurt him, reminiscing over his loss. Did you drive around for a whole day for nothing? If you started it, bring it to the end. Convincing. We're going to the boat station. Okay. Ooh, that is a freaking nice house. Should I build something like that in The Sims? That'd be good. Mia and Max found the owner of the boat station on the pier. Hello, are you CJ Keller? Good afternoon, miss. So that's what he's supposed to look like. When I played this episode, that guy looked like Max's grandfather. Wait, no, his grandfather? Yes. He looked like Max's grandfather instead of looking like this guy. So I never knew what he looked like. So this is interesting for me. Anyway, good afternoon, miss. That's right. That's me. The old man was moving slowly. His voice was cracked. Can I help you? I'm Mia, and this is Max. We accidentally found a ring. Perhaps it is yours? Interesting. Sorry, my eyes aren't where they used to be. Let's go into the house. I'll get my glasses. Mia turned towards Max, who was lagging behind. He was scratching the belly of a big dog. Wow, he didn't even bark. The dog is not afraid of the wolf. The old man was also surprised. He chewed his lips. Well, Bruce is getting old too. Previously, he wouldn't allow anything like that from a stranger. And now, the flea bag isn't even blinking. Oh, hold on. The dog is fine. It's Max. All dogs love him. Yeah. Well, it happens. It would only take a minute. CJ Keller entered the house without closing the door behind him. Inside, Mia saw a chair with a shawl thrown over it. He doesn't put away her things. He's still pining for her. The girl's heart shrank with sadness. It's so sad. CJ Keller came outside, staring at the engraving. I can't believe it. Terrific. Where did you find it? In the river, downstream. Mia admitted the details about gutting the fish. This is my wife's ring. Mary lost it in the first year after the wedding. How upset she was then. We swam at night under the moon. That's romantic. The girl did not stop the old man, carried away by memories. He really misses his wife. She was incredibly beautiful then. Naked like Eve, Aphrodite, surrounded by splashes of water. Oh my god, that's so romantic. Mary didn't immediately notice that the ring fell off. I dived all night to find it and then came to look for it for a few days. My wife thought it was a bad omen for marriage. She was very worried. However, all these years we lived together. Still, it's a pity that the ring was not found earlier. Not at all. This is for the better. We have an anniversary soon. 50 years. I bought her a present, but this is 100 times better. You bought a gift? We were told that your wife, that she is not here? Yes, it's been 3 months already that she left for the city to take care of my great-grandson. She's not dead, which is great. He was born in spring. Mary is helping. She'll be back soon. Keller did not understand what Mia had in mind when she mentioned the absence of his wife. Phew, that would have been embarrassing. Meanwhile, the old man again disappeared into the house, showing a velvet box upon his return. Take it, girl. I can't. That's not necessary. Don't hurt my feelings. You returned much more. Take it. These aren't diamonds, unfortunately. Keep them as memory if you don't wear them. A ring found after so many years would be a much more pleasant present for my Mary. Really, I don't know. Objections are not accepted. He handed the box to Mia. She took it, opened it. Alright, what's it? So we have this thing. We have this one. This is the one I bought. And this one is just a simple necklace. Huh. I can't even remember what I wore it with. That might be hard to place with an outfit. I don't know. I probably just bought it because it was more expensive, but since we've already bought it, I mean, let's just go with it. Looks great. Without any doubt, this is very expensive. I already said that you returned much more. Thank you, Mr. Keller. Thank you, Mia. They said goodbye, and Mia headed towards Max. He was waiting by the car. Why didn't you come with me? I was afraid of getting dirty with the melodramatic snot. You're terribly cynical. Me? Didn't you just have this grandpa trade some shiny thing for a ring? Max, it's not like that. He himself... Yes, I believe you. Get in the car, swindler. Well, that worked out. It was already evening when they returned. Mia went to her room, took out the phone, and checked her email. One unread letter from Mr. Bell. The message was short. Excellent article. Camilla finishes editing. We print it in the next issue. Cool. Well, that's good. The girl looked in the mirror. Her reflection looked puzzled. Who are you? Mirror Mia only silently moved her lips. Knock, knock. Yes? Max's voice was heard from behind the door. Mia, go outside. There is something that needs your attention. The wolf seems to have left without waiting for an answer. Okay. What's the matter? Yikes. Exclusive hairstyles have been added to the wardrobe. Ooh. I want to see. This? What the hell am I supposed to do with that? I don't know. Let's go back to the short hair for now. And let's change the necklace. Yeah, let's put the tattoo back on. Mia went outside. The whole pack was gathered there. The faces of the werewolves were very serious. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna end it right there. It's fine. Sure. Okay, So, officially starting season 2. It says Mia tests her new abilities in a real fight and then returns to the city where she will have a difficult conversation with Victor. Um, yeah, that might be a little bit awkward, but that's okay. Um, let's just go ahead. I gotta say. The return. The werewolves who gathered by the fire seemed very focused. Mia wanted to catch Max's gaze, but he was standing behind everyone. The girl got a little tense. Come on, girl. Okay. Mia approached the fire. Max, naked to the waist for some reason, smiled at her. Okay. Helen put her hand on Sean's shoulder. You saved my son, Mia. I owe you. Conrad stepped towards them. You protected my great-grandson, Mia. I owe you. Audrey looked Mia in the eyes. You loved my nephew, but I loved my nephew, but I almost lost him. I owe you. The light of the fire made John's face harsh, or was he always harsh? You protected the little wolf from a vampire. I owe you. Next was Ralph. Mia, a wolf from my pack owes his life to you. I owe you. Sean was serious and seemed older than before. You shed blood for me. I owe you. Max stepped forward. This is the blood debt. Sean echoed. A blood debt. The pack owes you. I take the debt upon myself, Max Fall, a wolf of this pack. A hunting knife flashed in Ralph's hands. In the light of the fire, the blade looked as if made from liquid fire. Ralph handed the knife to his brother. Max firmly took the weapon with his right hand and slowly slipped the blade along his left one. Oh no. I hope that was disinfected. Blood flowed from a deep wound. Ralph took the knife, putting the blade in the fire. If the debt is not paid, may fire never warm me again, and may water never quench my thirst. Let the earth on my path become unsteady, and let the wind knock me down. Max spoke calmly. Blood flowed down the werewolf's arm, falling into the grass as dark drops. Let Mother Nature, who gave us strength, be my witness. Mia was fascinated by what was happening. There was something ancient, mystical, wild in this ritual. Such oaths are not to be broken. Conrad brought a bundle of dry herbs to the fire. The whisk caught fire, but the old wolf blew out the flames. Let the air see it. Conrad began to fan Max with smoke rising from the smoldering herbs. Let the earth know about it. Audrey handed her brother a lump of earth, and the werewolf crushed it in his hands. Let the water hear it. Helen poured water over Max's hands from a wooden bowl, and let the fire remember it. Ralph took the knife out of the fire and gave it to his brother again. The blade was red hot. Max brought the knife to the cut, and he pressed the metal to his hand, cauterizing the wound. Oh, God. The werewolf paled a little. I bet he did. If the debt is not paid, let reason leave me, and I will become a wild beast, always looking for prey in the cold of the night. Max's eyes reflected the bright flame. My blood is yours. He was looking directly at Mia, waiting for her words. I accept your oath, Max Fall. The ritual is done. The werewolves no longer look so tense. Shit, that was tense. Holy cow. That's kind of scary. I don't know. Well, not like scary, but like, I don't know. I didn't expect them to do that. Like, a thank you would have been enough, you know? Sean came up, extending the first aid kit to Mia. It's all over. Why are you so pale? Will you bandage Max's hand? Yeah, of course. Everything she needed was in the first aid kit. Mia treated the wolf's wounds, bandaging it. Does it hurt a lot? Doesn't hurt at all. Macho man. Really? What do you think, Mia? It must hurt like crazy. Sean, you're the one who was supposed to hurt like crazy. Mia looked at his sister without a smile. Woman, we'll figure it out. Come, eat dinner. Mia spent another day at the werewolf's house. They were still kind to her, but their wariness was felt. Sorry, I'm just opening up. The wolves are worried about what's left in me from the vampire. Fair enough. By evening, Mia decided to return home. She went to Max right after dinner. Will you take me to the city? No problem. Are you sure it's time? Yes, I don't drink blood. I don't attack you. Okay, let's go. The werewolf said goodbye to Mia, making her promise to come for a visit. Yeah. I think a little distance in time will help. The lands of the pack were left behind. Mia and Max were driving through an intersection when two black cars came from outside. Max! Mother... They were rammed, and Max's SUV was run off the road into the ditch. The car rolled 3 times before the girl hit her head hard and fainted for a few seconds. Oh my god. Damn it, my foot. When she awoke, she realized that her leg was pinned by a twisted door, and the car was lying on its side. Outside, very close, voices were heard. Well, freak, which one of us is a goblin? Are you dumb on top of everything? You didn't remember it the first time? Guys, get him down. Mia heard a rolling, primeval growl. Primeval growl. It was not a vampire, someone much bigger. Gotta get out. If Mia were still human, nothing would have happened. She pressed the door with all her might, and it opened with a rattle, freeing her leg. A second later, and the girl was already assessing what was happening. These are the vampires that came to the wolves, accompanying Howard. He's not here himself, but 4 on 1 is a lot. Even though Max looks very strong. Okay, and that is Max werewolf form. Oh no. I was trying to take a picture. I forgot. One of the vampires noticed me and rushed towards her. The speed of his movements exceeded all human limits. Slow him down. Mia looked into the eyes of the vampire and he stumbled. The girl avoided the slow-moving fist simply by recoiling. However, the enemy immediately turned around and hit again. This time, Mia did not have time to do anything. Oof. She fell next to Max's car, still lying on its side. If it weren't for Mia's new reflexes, the vampire's blow would have been fatal, but at the last moment she dodged, and he only hurt her shoulder a little. Who are you? Mia rolled away and jumped to her feet. Why are you helping that beast? What? You don't want to ask questions, baby, before you punch my head with a fatal punch? It's like, you know, you should listen to me. The vampire looked sleepily at the girl. What? I don't... He shook his head, but Mia's will was stronger, and she kept the vampire in place. I can control him, but it won't last for me for long. Her needle seemed to pierce the girl's temples. Her enemy took a step forward. Mia piled on Max's car with all of her weight. The vampire was returning to his senses, but it was too late. The SUV crashed onto him with a creaking sound. 2 tons of metal slammed down, crushing his lower body. He was twitching, trying to get out, but even with his superhuman strength, the weight of the car was too great. Mia hurried to help Max. Okay. The werewolf fought with 2 opponents. The third one was nowhere to be seen. Has Max already dealt with him? Okay, this time I'm getting a picture. Hold on. Okay, I got it. The wolf grabbed one of his enemies and threw him against a tree. Oof. The girl understood that the vampire's wounds healed too quickly. She had to act urgently. The will. The enemy had already gotten up. Mia stared into his enraged eyes. What the hell? He froze for a second, but immediately rose to his feet. You can't move. The vampire stood, unable to move, only shifting his eyes, which were now full of fear. Mia felt the taste of blood on her lips. Red streams flowed from her nose. Kill him, Mia. Don't just stand there. Max growled. The voice of the half-wolf was distorted, but Mia understood it. The werewolf was right. But I don't know how to kill. Don't move. The vampire staggered a little, looking at the girl with horror. As if in a dream, Mia wiped the blood from her face and picked up a piece of a branch. Took a step towards her enemy and, with a nasty crunch, thrust it under the vampire's chin. He slowly fell to his back and Mia doubled over. She vomited. Her hands were shaking. Tears flowed from the girl's eyes. I've killed him. You actually killed somebody. Jeez. The girl looked at her hands with fear. Oddly enough, they were clean. Covered in tears, Mia turned to Max. He tore his enemy's throat. Blood splattered all around. The vampire fell. The wolf sharply bent over him and clenched his jaws. Mia saw the fourth attacker a little off to the side. Damn. The thing she saw made her squeamish again. The vampire and his head lay separately. The girl turned away. She heard Max's voice from behind her. Are you alright? Not injured? No? And you? Mia wanted to turn around toward the werewolf, but he stopped her. Don't look. I'm okay. Better watch the road. We don't need an audience now. Yeah, the spectacle could be more than they bargained for. Dead vampires don't scatter to ashes or turn into statues. Nothing spectacular. Just dead people. Against her will, she squinted her eyes at the vampire she had killed. Hardly anyone would believe this death was the result of a car accident. Max approached the overturned SUV. Listen, let's make a deal, eh? The werewolf grinned, leaning toward the crushed enemy. Don't! What do you know about the attack on the wolf cub? Nothing. I swear I don't know anything. It wasn't me. In one motion, Max finished off the vampire. Ugh. Muck. The half-wolf spat blood. Mia, how are you holding on? Not very good. The girl's hands were still trembling as she looked around, a little distant. Oh, well, you get your share. You're pale, but this is nothing. It will pass. We must get out of here as soon as possible. Do you hear me? I hear. Good. Then look at the vampire's cars, and choose which one we will take. Mine's no good. Freak's broke it badly. Mia nodded and went to the nearest car. And I will take care of the bodies. Max? What? Don't talk to me about it. Sorry, got it. Trying not to look at the werewolf carrying the corpses off into the forest, the girl checked the cars. Fortunately, no one appeared on the road. Okay. Max returned from the forest, already taking the form of a man. Done. She got into the car that seemed less crumpled to her. Mia, do not get hysterical. Hang on, okay? Yeah. The girl scratched a spot of blood on her clothes with her finger. I need to change clothes. We get to the city, we'll stop by some store. Mia took a dry leaf out of Mia's hair. Max took it out of her hair. A hat would be nice. My hair is a mess. Everyone will give me weird looks. Okay. That wasn't me. One moment. He brought something from his SUV. Here you go. He brought me a hat and a wig, apparently. Apparently I chose this one. Oh no. These are free. Apparently this one is not. I'm just going to go with this one. That makes the most sense. Thank you. The final touch. He went to his SUV, got some documents from the glove compartment, then walked around the side of the car. Mia did not understand what he was doing. Then the wolf quickly sat in the car and started the engine. That's all, we're going. Max started the other car and pressed the gas pedal. The dull sound of an explosion was heard from behind. Turning around, Mia saw a flaming SUV. Right on time, headlights ahead. The girl was anxious, but it was just an oncoming car. Whew. Okay. Made it back to civilization. Goodness. Okay. Max and Mia stop at the mall where the girl was able to change. Alright. An office suit. This is kind of random. I went with this one last time. It's really cute. Or we can just wear this dress. I guess. Just with cleavage. That's pretty cute too. I don't know. I kind of like this look. I think it's cute. Leather rivets. I didn't know that you like rock. I'm just in a mood like that. A fighting mood. It's good. And your pallor is gone. My hands just stopped trembling. It's the adrenaline. Having my clothes, they went to a cafe. The girl had a knot in her throat and could not eat anything, but the werewolf ate for 3. Max, what does all this mean? Why were they there waiting for you? The vampires are trying to provoke a serious conflict. The question is, does Prince Ethan Wood know about it? Now they would think twice before poking around here again. Do you think the attack on Sean was also their handiwork? Max silently looked at Mia. Yes, there are no such coincidences. What did you do with the bodies? There's a swamp nearby. I see. And your car? Was registered to a man who never existed. Don't be afraid, they can't trace it back to us. First, the vampires themselves are not interested in the attention. If the cops sniff out something, they will still drop the case. Wood has connections with the police. Max. Do I tell him about Howard? I mean, he's been pretty honest with me. I could just offer help, but I feel like, especially after going after Sean, he kind of has a right to know everything that I know about Howard, so I'm just going to go ahead and tell him. Mia told the wolf what little she knew about the vampire. So far, it doesn't help much. Maybe he's attacking behind Wood's back. Or, on the contrary, following his orders. Anyway, thanks for the info. Max looked at the girl. You know, I'm glad. Why? Because of you. You're a good friend and a brave human. Huh? Yeah, brave. Didn't you see how I was shaking after that fight? It doesn't matter. Sometimes someone looks tough, but is actually a wuss. It's the opposite with you. You have enough troubles of your own, and still, you worry for others. You saved Sean. You helped me. You could hide or run away. I couldn't do anything differently. That's what I'm talking about. The werewolf rose. Come on, let me take you home finally. Did you miss your normal life? Will I have one? A normal life? You will find out soon. Yeah. So, you study and live here? Yeah. I didn't ask, do you work anywhere? I work almost full time, but I won't say where. Why? You're not ready to hear that. And you have no idea what I have in mind. Max? What? Tell me, are you certain that aside from vampires and werewolves, there's no one else? I'm certain, or not even we know about them. Thank you. I'll go. Should I call you? Of course. Okay. Deep sigh of relief. We're home. When Mia entered the student dormitory, she had the feeling that she hadn't been there for at least a year. So much has happened these lately. Well, wow. Have you finally decided to come back? Hi. The cat rubbed against Mia's ankles. The girl leaned over and patted his arched back. And I missed you. Will you let me pick you up? Mia took the cat in her arms and he placed his paws around her neck. No. Where did you disappear to? Visiting a strange family in the countryside. Family? I was hoping to hear about a guy. There was a guy too. Anticipating questions, Mia tried to change the topic. She wasn't very successful. Trisha still fished out the name of the guy Mia mentioned. So now there is a certain Max. He's just a friend. Is he cute? What does it matter? There is never just a friendship between a beautiful guy and girl, so I have every reason to be jealous. I'm joking. Do I have nothing better to do than be jealous? What's wrong with you? Well, we did kind of kissed. Yeah, I will not stop you from having relationships with guys. We have a great friendship. Damn, I'm embarrassed. Let's change the subject. Okay, just tell me, is everything fine with you? Yes. Mia told herself not to think about the vampires and werewolves, and most importantly, about herself. She did all the household chores that have piled up over the past few days. Chatted with Trisha, watched movies, slept, and procrastinated. Moonbeam also demanded attention. Max called once to ask how she was doing and if she wasn't craving blood. Mia managed to escape trouble until the next evening. I can't ignore everything that happened to me forever. I will have to figure out who I am. It's time to go to Victor. Or call? She thought for only a second. No, it needs to be discussed in person. The girl called a taxi. Mia got out of the car before reaching Victor's house. She needed to collect her thoughts before the conversation, and she decided to walk a bit. How could he not tell me about werewolves? What's up with the secrets after everything that happened between us? Well, how irresponsible was it not to tell me everything? Of course, I wonder what his arguments were, but what surprises should I expect? Okay. Number one. How many days has it been since I've been gone? I at least stayed at Max's place for like 1 or 2 days, and like several days before that, I was out cold after being bitten by a vampire. Okay? So it's at least been a week. Maybe a week at least, since the last time they talked, and from the sound of it, he hasn't called not once because she didn't mention it. But she did just mention that even though Max dropped her off earlier, he called like a couple of hours later to check on her. That's number one. Number two, not telling her about werewolves was seriously, it's kind of messed up. But then you kind of also have to see it from his perspective. She had just found out about vampires and dealing with that whole mess. She also at that time laid on her that there's also werewolves as well. Like, that's messed up, but I mean, that's just a difficult situation. I don't know. Let's just see what it says. Because I don't remember. Arriving at the vampire's house, Mia's anger turned into a cold, restrained feeling. Victor's car was parked in front of the garage. She needed to vent. Her nerves needed an outlet. Yeah, let's unleash my feelings now. Let's try to go in there and have an actual conversation, not just a shouting match. Bottling up negativity is harmful. The girl took out a nail file from her purse. She looked around and, making sure that no one saw her, began to carve an inscription. Okay, I didn't tell her to do all that. The paint gave way easily and metal showed through. Mia clearly felt the power within herself, the one she most recently acquired. Oh, what am I supposed to write? I don't... What should I even write? Can I just press enter? She can scribble whatever she wants to. Oh, they make you write something? I'll just put a V. I mean, I don't know. Is that it? Can we not? I'm done. Oh, it has to be longer than just one letter. The tip of the nail file was bent, but the deed was done. The lyre was scratched on the car door. I don't know. It was too well groomed, just like its owner. Well, it's okay. I toned down your gloss. I guess. She's crazy. She's crazy. Her mood noticeably improved. Is it petty revenge? Maybe, but it feels nice. I don't know that there need to be revenge going on, but I mean. Coming to the door, she knocked. Victor opened with a book in his hands. He noticed the discontent on Mia's face immediately. Hello? Come on in. The girl entered and stood by the fireplace. You're not in good spirits. The vampire felt that something was wrong with Mia. He looked closely. What happened? Mia felt that every single word from Victor compressed an invisible spring in her chest. What's the matter, Mia? What's the matter? Great question. The $1,000,000 question. Do you have any theories? Maybe your vampire scent will tell you. You shouldn't talk to me like that. The critical point was reached and the spring was released. The girl started to cry. What? I should not talk like that? Yes, you really shouldn't. The vampire's voice had become ominously quiet. Sit down and explain, finally, what happened. Mia didn't even think to sit down, but answered the question. I was bitten by a vampire. Who dare touch you? I will kill him. I have no idea who he is. So he didn't just bite, this creature drank my blood. I would have died, you know? I was saved by a werewolf. Mia paused deliberately. Van Art averted his eyes. That's not all. I started to turn. Victor lost his cool demeanor. What? No, I would immediately see if you were a vampire. Mia, you're wrong. Everything is fine with you. You're a human. Well, no. Mia looked Victor in the eyes, trying to suppress his will. Hypnosis failed, but the vampire felt the influence. Damn it. The girl was already calmer. Her anger gradually died down. I'm getting used to it, I guess. It's impossible to be constantly stressed. But Victor was impressed by the news. He's still standing there holding his book. Everything went wrong for me. It's not clear who I am. My fighting and hypnosis are weaker than a regular vampire, but the sun doesn't affect it. And also, I've also killed. Human? Did you feel hunger? Fortunately, no. I'm not drawn to blood. I killed a vampire. Well... Van Art looked at me in complete bewilderment. Then he put the book down, walked over, and touched the girl's shoulders. Sit down, please. Let's start from the beginning. Mia sat on the sofa, still frowning at the vampire. First, explain why you didn't tell me about werewolves and the conflict with them. You had a lot to deal with. You had several close brushes with death. I did not want to hurt you even more. Your familiar world was collapsing. That's kind of what I thought. But I still think some people would consider that withholding of information, like they'd rather just like rip a band-aid off, you know, just tell me everything, just get it all out there so I can slowly process. And it could almost be worse when they finally think they're getting a handle on something, only to then have their world imploded again and almost feel like things were kept from them, secrets were hidden. Yeah, but I can also see it from his perspective of kind of wanting to be protective of her mental state. I don't know. I thought it would be better if you first got used to the existence of vampires. Got used to it? I personally would just want to know. So I'm say, you know, it's not the best solution. Your attitude makes me feel stupid. I understand that you want it better. You helped me a lot, more than once, but I actually not do that anymore. Distrust and similar secrets destroy good relationships. And then Victor surprised me. He chivalrously knelt and kissed her hand. Please accept my apologies. I was wrong. I didn't take into account how wise you are, and that you are able to react reasonably to unexpected events. The vampire's old-fashioned gesture in the 21st century might have seemed strange. However, Victor looked elegant. Apology accepted. Mia finally pulled herself together. Bring some tea. The story will be long. Van Art tried to look as usual cold and a bit detached, but it was obvious that he was concerned. Just a minute. The vampire brought a tray with a tea set. Black? Green? I don't know. I like green tea. The Sichuan province of China, Sichuan? I don't know, has always been famous for its teas. Mia took a cup of the aromatic tea. Smells a bit of flowers, and it's not bitter. Unusual. It is. This tea was grown on the Mount Imei, under the cover of fog. It absorbed all the wisdom of those places to give it to you, filling your thoughts with clarity. You're saying as though you're casting a spell. Hopefully the witchcraft will work. I lived in the East for several years. In China, too. You're trying to distract me. Enough. I already calmed down. Well, then tell me. The girl described the events of the previous days. About the bite and meeting the werewolves, the beginnings of returning, and Howard's appearance on the werewolf's territory, the battle with the werewolves on the way to the city. She admitted only the parts about the ritual of blood debt, and the lives of werewolves. It intuitively seemed to her that sharing those details would be unethical. What happened to you was unbelievable. Victor showed no emotion, just walked a couple of times from the window to the fireplace and back. Noel is old. Maybe he has heard of something like that. He took out his phone, dialed, and turned on the speakerphone. Hi. Hi, I'm here with Mia. Good evening, Noel. Hello, Mia. How are you? Strange. Have you heard of a vampire biting someone, the turning stopping halfway? What's this nonsense? The victim remains human, but acquires a number of abilities. That, by the way, work in the light of the sun. Noah was silent for a few seconds. Victor, this is impossible. Mia would have to disagree with you. Mia, did this happen to you? Yes. We will not discuss the details on the phone. I will try to figure something out. Thank you. Victor took away the phone and looked at the girl. We'll figure it out. Just do not panic. I'm not panicking. What about Howard? I do not understand what he is doing. But I think everything is clear. The vampires want the wolves to leave, and don't care about the means. I think you're not quite right. Ethan Wood maintains an albeit fragile, but still a peaceful truce with the werewolves. Nobody needs an open conflict. Nobody? The majority do not, in any case. The prince does not know, I'm sure, not his style. And if the wolves go to war first? If Howard provokes them? Then Wood, even if he wanted, could not stop the bloodshed. Is this a game of power? Maybe. Then you need to tell him about Howard's intrigue. Howard is a respected vampire. Words are not enough. We'll need proof. When we provide that, no one will interfere with my revenge. His assistant attacked you. I will not allow that to stand. However, for starters, I would like to deal with your strange transformation. My head is spinning from it all. I don't want to think about it anymore. I'll go. Stay. Okay. Okay. So currently we're in some sort of a relationship with Victor, not almost like we were like dating, but not necessarily a boyfriend, right? Then there's Max. There's just a lot of flirting going on, nothing serious. But if I return the keys to Victor, that definitely ends most of what we have going on. There's that. And I don't know what staying with Victor does. And I don't know that I still want to. Ultimately, I'm going to be choosing Max. So I probably should just rip the band-aid off now. At least I think I'm choosing Max. Ugh. Victor is difficult. It's difficult for me to deal with. I think returning the keys right now is a bit dramatic. Well, it's not right for me to keep him if I have no intention of being with him. But he hasn't technically done anything that wrong, except not really be that attentive. But for a vampire, it's like, you know, I don't think the concept of time, it doesn't affect them as much. That might be the reason he hadn't really called, because it's just like, you know, it's a week. Like, what is a week to a vampire who lives forever? You know what I mean? Um, should we stay with just see what happens? Let's just see what happens. I I don't think it's not fair to judge so soon. Okay, I had time to think that you wouldn't offer me to stay. You have the keys to this house. It's weird to invite you, don't you think? Not at all. This is your home. You don't even know who it belongs to. It's your stuff all over the place. You know perfectly well what I mean. Leonard smiled, taking the girl by the hand. He led her deep into the house. Wow, just like that? Mia, sit down. Except there was nowhere to sit but the bed. The girl sat down. The vampire was standing against the wall. Since you decided to stay, it means that you do not regret what happened between us. And thus you are ready to try to accept me for who I am. First, I do not like it when someone disobeys me. I understand it will be difficult to get used to it. You are a spirited girl. However, in this house, you will try. Otherwise? Otherwise. You seem to search carefully for an answer. Otherwise, I will punish you. You sound like a maniac. Like a vampire. You can always leave. Okay, okay. Second, you will try to come here as soon as I want. Otherwise, will you punish me? Right. Will there be a third? Of course. You will not try to change me. That's all. In the closet, you will find things to please me. Okay, so from that conversation, I got that he is into some dom and sub like things, possibly BDSM. I've never been in a relationship with Victor, so I didn't know. I'm not exactly opposed to that. I don't know. I think I need to decide now because this obviously is about to go too far. You know, this is about to go too far. Clearly, it is. So I need to make my decision. I'm gonna pause it for a second. I couldn't. It was gonna go too far, and I'm pretty sure I want to go with Max. So sorry, I need a break. The girl rummaged in her purse and put the keys to Victor's house on the table. He promised that he would understand everything without explanation. The vampire's face froze for a moment. Then there was a sad smile. Oh no. Should I take you, or should I call you a cab? Damn, how embarrassing. A cab. Victor took out his phone. In the morning, Mia decided that she should stop at Supernatural Daily. She dressed, called a taxi, and was soon at the office. Okay. It was brief. Oh, I felt bad. Oh. I'm sorry, but I don't know. I just don't want that right now. The whole team was present at the editorial. Good afternoon. Everyone welcomed Mia. She got a lot of positive feedback on her article about the end of the mysterious murders. Even Lewis refrained from being mean. Hi, Shadow Raven. Good article indeed. Thank you. Min went to her desk. I don't trust him. Mia, will you have some coffee? No. Black, if I may. You have very interesting ideas, Mia. It was creepy to read, but fascinating. Like a detective story. I liked it too. The photographer looked a little guilty, probably because of the memorable photo shoot at the sunset. I got carried away when I read it. However, I hope that you will not dwell on the topic of vampires. Give the reader something else, alright? Mia didn't want to repeat her past mistakes and was not going to write about werewolves, of course. No problem. I'll pick up something. Check with me first. Of course, Mr. Bo. What do you think of... maybe urban witches and fortune tellers? Everything else, this just sounds crazy. This one's a bit cliche. The ghost is also a bit cliche, too common. Urban witches kind of sounds cool. Good idea, it's even relevant. Many want love spells and predictions about their future. Good, Mia, try it. Simon, you take some good pictures for her. Not a problem, I'm always happy to. Gradually everyone got back to their business. Cool. Only Simon remained nearby. Oh god. I wanted to apologize again that you had to spend the night in the forest. In a thunderstorm. Dang! He gets it! Yes. No right. Drop it. It was even fun. Really? So maybe... No, Simon. I don't think so. Got it. I'm gone. Call me. Jesus. Mia sat down to work on a new article. After working all day, the girl went home in the evening. Max was waiting at the college gate. Hi. Hi. Why didn't you call? I just pulled up. Is everything the same with you? I'm talking about your half vampirism. It seems so. So here's the thing. There's a chance to learn something about your condition. It's a slight chance. I can't promise anything. Tell me. Okay. So that'll be in part 2, apparently. We keep going. It's 10:30. I kind of need to post a video today. And I'm out of tea. God dang it. Alright, Mia heads to the concert of an eccentric singer to learn about her own vampire abilities. Go ahead and press play. How long has it been since I last recorded? Maybe like a week? So recorded part 1? Oh my god. I'm out of it. It's okay. I just took a nap though. Chapter 2, the concert. Mia, did you listen to Benny Bart? Oh, do you listen to Benny Bart? Of course, some of his songs are just a blast. Now, Benny Bart is a vampire. Are you kidding me? No. He's always in public. He's held concerts at stadiums in broad daylight. Yes, Bart leads an almost human-like lifestyle. At the same time, he respects the truce between vampires and werewolves. A lot of people surround him, and oftentimes there are private parties after his concerts. There are vampires, wolves there. Sometimes people are invited. Sometimes you stumble upon some interesting personalities. Do you think it will be possible to find out something there? Worth a try. Mia did not think long. Right. Maybe we get lucky? You just need to act carefully, so that no one realizes that it's a real case, moreover, that it's about you. You're right. When is the party? In a week. I'll take you there. The girl realized that she could go with either Victor or Max to the concert, but it was necessary to decide right now. Yeah, okay. But we're gonna go with Max. Thank you. You've helped me so much. The werewolf chuckled. Is this all due to the blood debt? No. Why then? He looked at Mia surprisingly seriously. We'll be asking the vampires about very strange things. Let's get out of there alive. Then let's get back to your question, okay? Okay. So, it's decided. Call if you need me. They said goodbye, and Mia went to her dorm. Interesting. The cat met Mia. Well, hello. How are you here? Trisha is probably sick and tired of you by now, right? Rubbing against her leg, Moonbeam looked Mia in the eye. What are you talking about? How could I get sick and tired of such a cutie? Hi. The friends embraced, and Trisha asked, will you have some tea and cake? Yeah. If my wounds heal quickly, then my metabolism is probably exceptional. I think I could eat whatever I want and as much as I want. Fat vampires don't seem to be a thing, right? That's true. Mia looked at the big cake sitting right on her friend's bed. But Trisha really pampers herself like that. What's the occasion? No special occasion. I had a craving. Trisha, what's the matter? I'm starting to get worried. Don't. Everything's great. I'm celebrating. Ted called. He apologized, promised not to bother me anymore. Something about realizing everything and all that. Don't tell me you're back with him again. No, enough. He's a thing of the past, that's it. We officially broke up. Thank you for fixing his brain. It wasn't me, but Ashton. Did he scare Ted that much? I didn't hear the conversation, but maybe too much if Ted hasn't dared to call all this time. What do you mean? Maybe Ted found someone else? Why would I even bring that up? It's like Trisha was not upset by this assumption. You know, I don't care. I'm forgetting about him. That's it. Seriously, why would you even bring that up? Like, what does it matter? It's like, I don't know. That was stupid of me to say. Anyway. Oh yeah, I don't know if you'll be glad, but Moonbeam drinks tea. Are you kidding me? No, as long as it's not hot. Cats don't drink tea. Check it out. Mia called the pet and offered him the cup. At first, Moonbeam sniffed carefully and then began to drink. He doesn't like flavored ones. Well, you're something. Yes, he is. He's always acting strangely. Trisha, I'm talking about you. You taught an animal to drink tea. I taught him. It's all him. And you try refusing him. He'll drive you up a wall, begging all day. The friends laughed and Moonbeam looked at them suspiciously. He seems to know we're talking about him. He could get offended. Well, what are your plans? For now, I have none. Did you hear the news about Megan? No. The police found her killer. How? Well, I don't know how. According to rumors, he was some sort of maniac. How is Lizzie? All right, it seems. She went home for now. But they'll give her another room and another roommate. The school decided to leave Megan's room empty for a year. Mia switched the conversation to another topic, but still thought about what she heard. Will the police put an innocent person in jail? After all, they don't have the real killer. When Trisha went to shower, the girl called Victor. Yes, Mia? The police arrested Megan's killer. What? I don't know. Frame someone and close the case? Or simply by mistake? And you can't help but intervene. Can you? Indeed, let an innocent person be sent to the electric chair? No good. I'll find out the details and call you back. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. Soon Trisha returned. What are you doing? What are you doing? But you know I'm getting a picture. Are you walking around the dorm like that? And why should I be embarrassed in the woman's wing? Don't you Ashton wandering around here? I don't know. It's vacation. There's almost no one left here. Trisha twirled. I bought it yesterday. Do you like it? Yes. And what does it feel like? Can I try it? Trisha playfully smiled and approached. Try it. Mia ran her hand over the soft fabric. Trisha seemed to accidentally swing her hips right into her palm. It's wonderful. Let me see it from behind. Jesus. Trisha turned. The lace elegantly covered the girl's tush. Trisha arched her lower back, raising her wet hair with her hand to reveal her neck. I mean, why not? You have a beautiful back. Mia brushed it with her lips. Trisha turned and kissed Mia's lower lip. Both girls were soft and gentle. Their bodies became more lustful for caresses. Getting down on the bed, Trisha pulled Mia towards herself. Her thin fingers touched her friend, who was trembling with desire. Lingerie became a nuisance. The unnecessary fabric flew to the side. Yes. You're so hot here. Trisha leaned forward a bit. Mia felt her silky skin penetrating. Her friend responded with the same caresses. They started to breathe faster, gasping for air. Their hips intertwined, closed like scissors. Passion drove them crazy, making every move sharper and stronger. Trisha's body grew tight like a string. She swore and trembled. She moaned hard, and then her body relaxed. Come here. Mia eagerly moved closer. Another minute, and now a tremor of passion shook Mia's entire body. Trisha giggled, looking slyly at Mia. I don't know what is causing you to change, but I definitely like it. You've become so wild. I adore you. Me too. You're the wild one. You swear in bed. For some reason, there was no awkwardness. After talking all night, the girls fell asleep only in the morning. That's adorable. Victor called the next day. Hello, I've got news. Victor, it's the middle of the day. Did you go out in the sun? Hardly. Should I keep on talking? Yes, of course. I think you'll be unsurprised if I say that vampires have influence in society. Ethan Wood has connections even with the police. Max told me. That werewolf? That's right. Not just the police. I wonder how he said that. Anyway, not just the police, and the government too. But the prince was not involved in this case. Local vampires were interested in things quieting down as quickly as possible. They made a deal with the right people. The police found a madman without an alibi, and they attributed all of the killings to him. I don't like it. Mia, listen, let's suppose you help this man, and then what? The police will still need to put someone behind bars. The case is too visible. In a month, they will frame someone else. Vampires are to blame, so let them solve the problem. They won't. We need to come up with something. Alright, there's time. The investigation is still ongoing. Mia and Van Aert said goodbye, and the girl sat down on her laptop to work on her new article. That's really messed up. Trisha went hunting for a new handbag so it was possible to work at home. So, modern witches living among us. If only Trisha knew what I do. The general idea of the article was formed. Determining the overall style remained. Something... gloomy and creepy or easy and entertaining. I don't know, gloomy and creepy, maybe? Right? I mean, I don't know. What is the objective here? So we're doing urban witches, right? I don't know. I can't think about what I want to do. I feel like before I did gloomy and creepy, I wonder what the easy entertaining route does. Let's try that. So that's fascinating and pleasant to read. We can do without blood and horror. There was enough of it in the last article. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was going slowly, but Mia liked the story she was writing. The next day she worked either at home or at the editorial office. And then came the evening of the Benny Bart concert. Are you going somewhere? Mia decided not to lie to her friend, or rather, to not tell the whole truth. Max invited me to a Benny Bart concert. Really? That's cool. I envy you with the blackest envy. Do you know how much a ticket cost? No. A lot. He only does one concert in a small club. I can't even begin to imagine who will be there. That's for sure. You have no idea. Trish, doesn't it bother you? Well, you're going to a concert with a guy? Why does she keep bringing this up? I don't know. I guess we should talk about it. I don't know. Doesn't bother me. Mia, do we feel good together? I'm not specifically asking about that night, but in general. Studying, being friends, sleeping in the same room. Yes, of course, we feel great. And that's it. I'm not going to ruin your life. I think I necessarily ruining your life. Trisha, you're the best. You're not so bad yourself. I still wish she was a main ally. Do you have something to wear? I saved it for a special occasion. Couldn't be more special than this. Show me. Just a minute. Okay, what we got? So we have this. Don't like it. We have this. Then we have this. I think I wore that one before. And then we have this. This is interesting. I don't know. I mean, this one's kind of cool. What's it called? Chocolate? I don't know. I'm kind of feeling this one this time. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this would be super uncomfortable with the beads and all the lacy bits. Like, you would, like, kind of scratch yourself on it. Ugh, God. I don't know, maybe we'll try this one this time. That could be kind of fun. Hold up, though. I need to switch up my hair and stuff. I don't know if they'll let me change my hair, but if they don't, then I need to change it right now. What should we do? I like the short bob again. What hair do we start with? I don't know. We could do the high ponytail or the short bob. Let's see about trinkets. We could do that. Let's see, wear the earrings that Victor gave me. Maybe not. No, that doesn't go. Probably the beads, right? Let's see. Should we do the bob? I love the bob. I don't know. The high ponytail is nice too. Let's do that. I don't know. Kind of feeling that. Stunning. You look like $1 million, baby. Are you flattering me? Not at all. How much time do we have? About half an hour. Let's experiment with the hair. Okay, we're getting new hairstyle. Of course, will you help me? Trisha could make beautiful hairstyles. Yeah, I know. I love her hair. Oh, yeah. Now I remember. That's where this hairstyle came from. I like that. Then it's gold. So basically, we just experiment with different colors. And then you have this. But I like the other one better. But this one is cute. Yeah, we're going to go this one. Yeah, there we go. Now we're looking cool. It's brilliant. I agree. You wouldn't be out of place at a wedding or a coronation. If not, we can quickly change it to the way it was. Mia's phone rang. Yes? Hi, girlfriend. Are you ready? Are you ready there? Yes, I just finished. Great. I'm waiting for you at the college. Silly. Mia took her handbag and once again looked in the mirror. Have fun there. Yeah. The girl left the room. Kate. Hi. Max was staying next to a new SUV. You look breathtaking. Suits you. Thank you. You already bought a car? Yes. Are you ready to go? Yeah. Is it far away? It's a small private club in the center of town. And who's the owner? A human. The establishment is simply rented for the night. Benny Bart doesn't perform in places owned by werewolves or vampires. Interesting. Emphasis on neutrality. I remember. Okay, so we're in a new place. The modern building of the club looked even fancier on the inside. The doorman, whom Mia felt to be a vampire, let the girl and her companion in without question after looking at the invitations. I wouldn't have gotten in here before. High-end establishment? Something like that. There are already quite a lot of people in the hall, all seated at the tables. It seems no one was going to dance in front of the stage. Is the party after the concert or during it? After. I mean, you can wander around and chat during the concert as well. That could attract too much attention, right? Better to wait. It's better. Max ordered Mia a cocktail. He chose brandy for himself. Sure. Tasty. I was waiting for her to smile. Hold on. Okay. Guests were still arriving. Her intuition or some sort of inner feeling told Mia who some of them were. I'm sure that man in the corner is a vampire. As soon as she looked closer, the girl began to notice the pallor of his skin and the color of his eyes. His movements had a kind of predatory grace. If I had known what to pay attention to before, I still wouldn't know. Mia appeared at a couple seated at the next table. There was a vague sense of threat. For a moment, the girl involuntarily tensed. Those two were werewolves, undoubtedly. She picked up their scent. It was strange, yet pleasant, in its own way. And this, too, added to my transformation. There were people as well, but very few of them. Interesting. That's him. The famous Benny Bart appeared in the hall. He went to some tables, greeting his acquaintances. If his fans knew that he was a vampire, do you think they'd scatter? Are you kidding me? There would be even more of them. Girls would go nuts. Modern culture instills the right ideas about vampires and werewolves in the youth. It's true, but is it an accident? Max looked at the girl. What do you think? It's been done purposefully for a long time. Movies and books help keep the secret of our existence. How? Wouldn't it be better instead to be silent about yourself? Any information gets out sooner or later. Now, if someone exposes himself in front of people, the yellow press picks it up immediately. It shows someone's phone video in the news. The internet discusses it. A week, two, and then everyone decides that it's another fake. You hide the truth by slipping it between a lie about aliens and stories about the megalodon. Well, if you are interested in the details, it's not us, but vampires. Wolves hardly interfere in people's lives. Mia saw Benny Bart approaching them. Oh my god. He's adorable. Glad to see you. Oh, and who is this doll? The singer spoke with an accent and slightly elongated vowels. Wow, there's none of this when he's singing. His voice is completely different. But his mannerisms are the same, both on stage and in real life. Or is he in character now? Meet Mia, my good friend. Mia, you're a human, right? How interesting. We will chat again for sure, right? Gladly. Are you enjoying yourself, Max? Is everything wonderful? Yes, only the concert has not begun yet. Yes, I'm going. The singer moved on. Mia whispered, how does he know you? We met at his concert a long time ago. It's like casually knows famous people, no big deal. Finally, Bart came to the stage and the music started playing right away. Mia enjoyed the amazing voice of the vampire. She did not like all of his songs, but the concert itself was also a wonderful show. Then Benny announced, and now for a little break. Soon we will continue. Everyone applauded. Max, I'll leave you for a while, get myself another cocktail. I guess. Should I call the waiter? Don't. I'm going to the bar. I'll take a look at the audience while I do. I'm very curious. The girl took a glass from the smiling bartender and thanked him. On her way back, she almost ran into some guy. Hey, be careful. Damn, you're not even a wolf. He carefully looked at Mia as if doubtful. You are human. That's right, human. They bring just about anyone here. Sorry, I guess? The guy was about to pass her by, but then turned around. What do you want? Mia had realized that this was the vampire. Sorry. Why do I need your apologies? Listen, do you have an invitation? How did you get it here? Well, it's almost like there's not somebody at the front door, like, checking invitations. Do I have an invitation? What the hell? He couldn't seriously believe that someone had come to the concert without an invitation. So he was simply bullying the girl. However, it was not worth the trouble, and Mia answered calmly. Don't get angry, please. A friend brought me. He's well known here. I think he's coming over. Do we have a problem here? The werewolf looked at the stranger calmly, but his voice was not at all friendly. You must be a wolf. Will you be going on your own, or should I help you out? Let him be. This is a neutral territory. We'll just talk. Unless, of course, the boy is scared. Well, let's go. Mia sat down at the table alone. Jesus. I hope everything will be fine. Benny Bart reappeared. He was already finishing the song when Max finally returned. Miss me? Where'd he go? Gone. He sends his apologies. The girl looked at the werewolf sharply. I'm telling you, he left. It's okay. Forget it. The concert continued without incident. Benny Bart was so amazing that Mia forgot why she even came here at all. Then a singer came into the hall. Everything looked more like a social event rather than a party. You have better odds of making the vampire talk. In the company of a wolf, they definitely don't want to share. Just be careful not to show your special talents. Okay. Mia looked around the room. The only familiar faces were Patrick, and Howard is here too. She wasn't sure who would be best to talk to first. Well then, I'll pick at random. Talk to Patrick, talk to Howard, talk to Benny Bart, or meet someone new. I don't know if Patrick would be good for the information that I need. Howard is too shady for me to try to get involved with at this moment. Benny, I don't know that he would pay attention to that sort of lore if he tries to stay neutral and like kind of keep out of like serious vampire or werewolf affairs. So, meet someone new? Sure. The girl was walking around the hall. Guess we're having fun and we're talking. Sun noticed her. Then Mia herself started a conversation and waited for someone to come up to her first. A lot of guests were interested in her, but it was not very useful. The conversation did not give any fruitful results. No luck. Could it be that I will leave empty-handed? Hello again. She turned around. Enjoying yourself? I'm fine, thanks. Great performance. Yes, I know. I'm the star. You're Mia, right? Cutie. Bart looked at her, judging. You're dressed right. It does not scream of a lack of style. No wonder you're invited here. You'll ascend. Maybe you'll get bitten and become a she-wolf, and then... Not everyone deserves it, but you're cut up for it. The face and the body, you have your own style. You're tasty. I can smell it in your scent. Is this you flirting? You're alone. Is it so serious between you and Max? Well, I'm not asking you to marry me. Just a date. A couple of times. Or are you afraid of me? You shouldn't be. I'm all about love and world and peace. There is no one single vampire kinder than me. Well, what do you say? I need information. Instead, I get all this nonsense. But it's still necessary to talk to him. The girl smiled. I'll think about it. In part, everything will depend on who you really are. What do you want to know? Well, for example, do you drink people's blood? How many women who love your music have turned into vampires, Are you only interested in the women? Don't give a damn about the guys? Don't duck the question. Yes, I drink human blood. I haven't turned anyone. Mia thought for a second, choosing her words. Maybe you wanted to turn someone, but failed? Or it worked, but now how was it supposed to? Mia, how much do you know about us? Vampirism is like pregnancy. It can't be halfway. It's either yes or no. That's it? I assure you, in both cases, interning someone was a point of interest. I believe it. Then here's my number. Call me, otherwise I'll be offended. He put the business card in Mia's bag. Can you imagine how many would like to be in your place? And you can even call me baby. I only allow the best girls to do it. Baby pie baby, is it? I might call. Who knows? Good girl. Bye now. It's time for the star to pay attention to other fans. The girl moved away. Oh my god. He's hilarious. Max was nowhere to be seen. A man suddenly separated from the crowd. He walked over to me and greeted her, tilting his head slightly. Dante. Let me introduce myself. Dante Guerra. Guerra? Something. Good evening. My name is Mia. Why is such a charming girl alone? Who knows? Maybe my date and I left for a couple of minutes? No, even if he exists, he's been absent for half an hour, at least. Did you follow me? I didn't. I admired you. You're one of the most striking features of this evening. Thank you. I want to help you. Let's step aside a little. He took me where there were fewer guests. You deserve compliments. However, my interest in you isn't just about your appearance. The girl tensed, looking for Max, I guess. Dante seemed to have realized that she was worried. I will not harm you. Do not be afraid of me. I repeat, I want to help. How? To give you some advice. Stop asking everyone about a turning gone wrong. I don't understand what you mean. Dear Mia, there's no need to pretend. He looked around and making sure that no one hears them, he continued. I'm not asking why you need this strange information. You came to a concert in the company of a werewolf. Vampires have a conflict with them. So I ask you to give your word that your interests will in no way harm the vampires. And if I won't, then I'll leave, and you probably will not learn anything. Dante's gaze was completely impenetrable. It was impossible to understand whether he really knew something or was bluffing. But I don't have any other options. Why do you need it? Why help me? At Benny Bart's request. We have known each other for a long time, and we have a good relationship. The girl tried not to show her surprise. After all, I already promised this baby that I would call. Did he like me so much, or is he just trying to increase his chances of seducing me? Well, I have to at least thank him. You're strange, Mr. Guerra. Yeah, I don't wish any harm to anybody. This information is needed. For me personally. Good, so. Music change. Many years ago, I heard of a prophecy. Supposedly there would be someone who has the powers of a vampire, but is not a vampire. The prophecy appeared in the Middle Ages, in a time when even vampires believed it nonsense. In my opinion, it is not worth anyone's attention, but you asked about something like that, right? Looks like it. That's all I know. I don't know who could tell you more. There's no longer an interest in such things. Thank you. You're welcome. It seems the gentleman is looking for you. Best of luck. Goodbye. Okay, he told me there's a prophecy, but he doesn't know where I can find the prophecy. Okay, that's interesting. Mia approached Max. If someone knew something they didn't want to share with their werewolf. How are you doing? Better. Come, let's talk, but not here. They did not linger. On the way home, Mia told the story of meeting Dante. When they arrived at the college, Max was unhappy. I don't like it. This vampire is suspicious. Too friendly. It doesn't look like he was lying. Do you believe it yourself? The prophecy? I mean, well, I exist. So, now I believe. I didn't believe in werewolves and vampires before, but you exist. Good point. Now we know what to look for. Keep in touch. Bye, and thanks for the concert. A couple of days later, the phone rang. By that time, Mia had already told Victor about the information she had received. However, what to do and where to look for the details of the prophecy was still unclear. The girl picked up the phone. Yes? Hello? You still want to help the person who is accused of those murders? Yes. Tomorrow afternoon, he will be taken to an investigative experiment. You can intercept the group in the industrial zone at the spot where Megan was found. What do you mean, intercept? Still the suspect from the police. I prepared new documents for him. He will leave the country. This is the best option. The police will not look for anyone else to frame. They will have an escaped criminal. Everyone believed that this was the killer. This man has no family. I will give him money, allowing him to live somewhere in South America. It may work, but... yeah, they'll have his photo at the border. He will bypass customs. I have the necessary connections. I've already made all the arrangements. If it comes to it, I will hypnotize the customs officials. One way or another, don't worry about it. But he will be taken there in the afternoon. Victor, the son, it's better for you to be home. I'll have to suffer. Oh, so nice. Maybe I can do it myself? That's too risky. The sun is a hazard to you. In addition, during the day, you are a little different from a person, and I can always escape. I will not let you go alone. Someone should ensure your safety, Mia. What if you make too much noise and the police start shooting? I'll go with you. I'll be in the car. If you don't need help, I won't come into the light. Even if you do everything quietly and pick up that person, someone needs to take you away from there. Well, as you wish. So, see you tomorrow. You're just being so nice. The vampire who tried to kill Sean spoke on the phone. You said to report anything unusual. So, at Bart's party, someone was asking about strange things. The voice on the other end acts in a bored tone. Strange? What are you talking about? It says Prince. Which Prince? Were there cases when a vampire wanted to turn someone, but something went wrong and the victim became half vampire, half human? I understand it's nonsense, but I thought it was unusual. The voice on the phone changed. Now it became serious. Listen carefully. No one should know that you work for me. Find out who collected the information and what he already knows. Only gently, without attracting attention, and do not make much noise around it. Do you understand? Yes, I'll find out. Well, I'm in trouble. My God, was she seriously going around asking everybody the same question? Oh, goodness. How many people did she ask? I should have just talked to somebody specifically. Anyway, it's taking forever to save. That's fine. Okay, yeah. So it's going to be it for this part. So we did chapters 1 and 2 of season 2. So we're kicking off. We've got some strange things going on. Hopefully we can find out more about the prophecy, figure out exactly which prince that is. Was talking to him on the phone. And also, clearly, since the prince was so intrigued by it, I think he knows something, obviously. So that means that the prophecy is something actually true and something is going on. So I don't know the full details of the prophecy even yet, even with the bit I played from before. I still don't know all the details, so hopefully you can figure out what that's all about. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and show the video some love if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!